Welcome back to all Anno 1800 fan. Today we're reviewing an amazing mod, a mod called the Administration. This is a mod by Finem, so thanks a lot Finem for creating this mod. You may already know that mod author because that's definitely not the first mod of this author, so don't hesitate to check in the video description below. I will post the link to his page on Nexus, and of course the page also to download this specific mod. And what's really amazing about this mod is that it is both for city builders who just want, new elements to put into their city, but also for people that really want gameplay, both gameplay challenges and also gameplay buffs. You will see that building into the culture tab. This is the first building over here, the capital. It does quite a bit of money. This is more kind of an end game type of thing, but of course if you just like to build nice cities, you can also have Wii mode or something like this to have unlimited money and resources and then still build it very early in the game. So you build your capital. This is the same asset as the palace over here, so it can fit quite nicely also in many parts of your city. And as you can see, as soon as I built this capital, I have unlocked two new elements. One is the ministry and two is the exhibition. So let's build them and see what they do. Once again, it does cost quite a bit of money. 150,000 for this one. This was 50,000, but you're gonna want to build many. So we can build over here the ministry. Quite a nice building. As you can see, in the ministry, you can add wings. So it's like similar to your palace where you'll be able to make wings. But these wings need to be connected to the ministry. I can put it over there, but contrary to your palace, then I can build multiple of them, right? So that can enable you to do quite some interesting things. And it's also pretty cool that as you can see those wings, when you connect them to each other, they connect nicely as such. And inside those ministry wings, we're going to be able to put some items. We're going to talk about that just in a second. Before we talk about this, let me show you that indeed you can also put some ornaments similar to your museums and zoos and some music pavilions. So it's a very similar building to the museum and zoo, but instead of putting animals and those type of things, you'll be able to put all of your items that usually you put in trade unions or town halls or even harbor master offices. So all of these items there. Then the other one is exhibition. This one doesn't need to be connected, to the capital or to the ministry. You can put them anywhere you want. So for example, let's put two over here. And maybe you're wondering why these didn't get built immediately. Is because they do require one resources that is quite important, which is influence. So I had to delete one of my trade union to get above 80 because it's 80 of influence, so quite a lot. Remember, your trade unions are usually 20 of influence or 10 if you have one of the specific bonuses, but here this is 80. Why 80? Because these exhibitions, they are similar to trade unions, but instead of giving you the impact only in the radius, they will give the impact for the whole island, which is why again they are both in size bigger and also cost more in terms of influence. And to be honest, yes, this is slightly OP for Crownfall, but for your other islands, this is not so OP. If you look at an island like this, which is quite a medium size one, or almost a large one, to cover the whole island, you would probably have to put 5-6 trade unions. Now you have to build one of those buildings that costs 4 times. So it is better for sure, but it's not completely OP in my opinion. Now, if I click on the item here, I will see no item available. And no, this is not a bug. This is because to put an item in your exhibition, you need first to transform them into representative. Representative are when you put an item into one of your ministry wings, they become representative. So for example, let's put Susanna over here. Now, if you look at Susanna in the ministry, we can see that after her name, there is representative. Now, you may be wondering what impact does that do? Now, first of all, if you hover over it, you can see influence plus 25. So looking over here into my ministry is indeed now my ministry is providing 25 of influence. If I put a second item, put over here, Fernando, he became a representative. He is also giving 25. Now we're moving to 50. So that will increase now my influence pool. On top of this, if we click over here on artifact, we can see that there's a number of sort of new sets. This is similar again to your museums or zoo. There's many different ones, and actually there's none based on those two, as you can see, but many of the legendary items, your Pope, Saint Artois, and the Patriarch together are doing the Office of Religious Affairs. Then there's many others. So this is once again a sort of new challenge you could also go for, right? You could try to get all of these new sets and these sets will give you bonuses. For example, the Office of Religious Affairs we just looked at will be +5 happiness if we have a chapel or church need fulfilled. So for all the houses in that region, it's not even just in that island, it's for that region, they will get that bonuses. And once again over here, I think it did a great job to not make it OP. You know, these are some interesting bonuses, like +5 happiness can definitely help, or +10% workforce, but it's not OP in my opinion, because you do need, you know, the space for the ministry, the space for the wings, you need to collect the items, use the items in the ministry to get all of this. But that's not all. Now that I've transformed Susanna into a representative, if I right click on Susanna, you know, she disappears from the ministry, but now she is available for me to put into an exhibition. And again, this provides me both gameplay and also amazing thing for the beauty builders out there, right? For the beauty builder, this is sort of a new park that you can create. For example, now I've put Aristella instead, and you can see the visual is different. I'm not saying this is amazing visual, but I think this is pretty cool to have some of these across your city in particular, because contrary to the museums and some of those other buildings, they don't need to be linked to anything else. And again, this also provide a gameplay bonuses. For example, Aristella should provide happiness +10 and provide the champagne need to all of my investors across the city. First of all, great UI element is now that I have the exhibition selected, I can even see which buildings are impacted. And if we click on the investor, we can indeed see that we're gaining this bonus. So again, I think a really cool mod to add to your cities, both if you want a gameplay challenges, gameplay support with some of those buffs, but also if you're just a beauty builder and you want to have access to more palace building or to those decorations like this. Don't hesitate to tell me in the comments below if you have any questions, thoughts, requests. I'd love to hear about them. Also, do note that I've tested this in update 15.1, so it's definitely working right now. Thank you for watching and hope to see you next time.